Hey guys, the Crafty Pilot here, and today we're going to be installing plugins and scenery. So today we're going to be installing the autogate plugin 1.71. First you'll need to create a free account on xplane.org, which is an easy website for downloading files and also payware stuff as well. This is their website. I'll not be posting a link for them in the description because it's literally just x-plane.org. I will be posting a link for the autogate plugin in the description, so feel free to check that out. So once you download it, you will get a zip file. Then once you unzip it, you will get this. You'll get autogate 171. So you need to go to your xplane folder, and since I'm running Steam, it's this whole crazy path. If you want to see that path, it's tilde/library/application support/Steam/Steam app/common, and that should bring you to the folder where your xplane folder is. Another thing to note, if you're running xplane 10 from the disk, then I recommend just going into the xplane folder that's provided via the disk. So I'm going to head into my folder, then resources, then plugins, and inside of autogate 1.7.1 there should be a mac.xpl. There should also be a Windows and Linux.xpl, and that will obviously be what you drag into your folder. So mac.xpl goes in plugins, and that is that. If there's another plugin that also is mac.xpl, just click add both. It doesn't really matter because you're not taking them out. And then the next thing we're going to do is we have to install autogate enabled scenery, which will allow us to use autogate inside of xplane. So I'm going to open up this file, and then I can get rid of this one. I don't need it. And this is San Francisco 1.02. I'll have the link in the description. And this one is by Mr. X6. The autogate plugin is by Marginal. Mr. X6 does a lot of really high quality scenery for free. So if you're looking for some good quality freeware scenery, check him out on xplane.org. What we're going to do is we're going to download it, and obviously its requirements. So what I'm going to do is, I don't have the latest version yet, so I'll have to update that soon, but it works the same. So open up San Francisco, and there should be 3 folders: San Francisco, Traffic Golden Gate Bridge, and Traffic Oakland Bay Bridge. So you can go ahead and open up your xplane folder again. Just punch that in. And then you go into custom scenery, not global scenery. If you replace those files in global scenery, you will not be able to get the xplane generated scenery back. So I would recommend dumping these folders in custom scenery. So you can select all 3 of them, and then drag them into the custom scenery folder, and you should see all of these have been moved in. One more thing, you need to install Mr. X library for pretty much all of his scenery. And I have downloaded it already. I'll also have a link to the Mr. X library in the description. So you open that up, and obviously you can see all of that good stuff in there. This will actually come from another folder. This will come from the Mr. X library v1.2. And there will be library manual and Mr. X library. You want to drag this one into your scenery folder. And then you don't need this anymore. And you don't need the scenery anymore. So I will see you guys inside of X-Plane. Hey guys, we're back. And right now we're on the ground in San Francisco, which is from the livery we just installed. Now, as you can see, the scenery is definitely high quality, and all the taxiways and runways have been updated. The ground signs have been updated, and there's also autogate. So, as you'll notice, we are lined up behind gate D12, and we are just going to do a pull-in to the gate, and I will show you how that works. So we're going to go to pre-flight, set it to ready to fly, and hit apply settings. And then obviously everything will start up. So now you can head to the behind view. And so in San Francisco they have these little signs. And the signs will scan your aircraft, and they'll tell you which way you should go. So right now we're just going to move forward a little bit, and you'll see the sign will tell us where we should go. It says B733, which is what we're flying, so it obviously scanned us, so we're heading into the gate. And you know where the nose should be by looking at this windshield wiper. Make sure it's right to the side of the taxi line. So just sort of slow down here. Then when it says stop, we're going to engage the brake. Okay, so you can see it obviously says stop, but if we look in the behind view, the gate hasn't moved, and that's because we need to shut down our engines. So head into the plane, and I am going to connect the ground power and the ground air and turn those on. So bring the engine ignitions to off, and be sure that if you're running with the APU read is on. Other than that, you can just cut fuel to the engines, and since the engines are stopping, the jetway will move in on the plane to the boarding location that you've set, and I will show you how to do that in a minute. So it's just coming up nicely right to the side of the plane. If you don't like where the jetway originally goes, you can actually alter where the jetway wants to go in the plane maker. And as I was saying, I will show you how to do that in a minute. Hey guys, we're back, and this is X-Plane 10's plane maker, which you can find inside of the X-Plane 10 folder. If you run it, you will come to this blank screen, so forget about the plane. Then you'll go to File, Open, and then you'll select your aircraft from the aircraft folder, and then you'll go whatever livery you want, and since I was just using Southwest Old, I'll go with that. I'll hit Open Aircraft, and the plane maker will load up the plane. So it takes like pretty long to load up. It's not, okay, there we go. So this is the plane, as you can obviously tell. To adjust, you can obviously see the ground air, the ground power, and the pushback truck are all there. If you want to adjust the boarding door length or pretty much anything about it, go to Standard, Viewpoint, and you're gonna look for these three fields: long arm boarding door, lat arm boarding door, and vert arm boarding door. If you load up your plane and these don't come up, that means that your plane is not compatible with autogate. So long arm boarding door controls actually how long it'll extend from its original position. Lat arm boarding door will control how close to the door it gets. Vert arm boarding door controls how high it is. So I noticed that my boarding door was a little bit away from the side of my door. So I'm going to go to lat arm boarding door, and I'm going to go to up because I'm making it closer. So I'm just going to bring it in. I'm going to say 3 notches. And then I'm going to go at a viewpoint and go File, Save, and you can do that with Control S. And then that is pretty much the video on plugins and scenery. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.